Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for the 26th, 27th, and 28th of February, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is a full moon weekend. Now, you know that when it's the weekend reading, I am using my two Radley Valentine decks, Angel Tarot cards for the main message, Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will pull one. I'll also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. I've prayed, meditated, and infused all the cards, all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. Some might even say a messenger. My job is just to deliver the message. I open myself to higher power. That's where the message comes from. Okay, now, we do have a full moon. This is on the 27th in the morning. It's at 0317, so 3:17 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, full moon. So that would be, Friday night, Saturday morning, depending on where you're at. It is in Virgo. It is trining Uranus, which is in Taurus right now, and Mars in Taurus also. It's also opposite Venus. So there's a lot of positivity to this moon. This is actually kind of a even though there's a lot of earth energy to it, there's a lot of getting down to earth, getting down to business type of energy. But this has a very much a kind of taken a lot of control back into our own hands. This is, really what what is it that we've been wanting? What is it that we've been hoping for? And again, too, I do feel a lot of control coming back into our own hands. But the thing is, it's not being given to us as much as it is we are taking it. Okay? I'm hearing we are taking it back. And now granted, does it all come all the time? No. Does it all come at once? No. But again, it is the more and more and more. Now, the full moon energy will be around for a good 14 days until we come to that new moon. Remember, new moon to full moon is when we request. Full moon to new moon is when we get rid of the baggage, and the full moon in itself is when we release, relinquish, and request. So that's releasing what's holding us back. What is holding us back? It could be a spiritual thing, it could be an emotional thing, but it also could be very much in the physical too. So it could be, are we afraid? And that's what we're afraid, that's what's keeping us. That's what, what we need to release. Or is it something that is actually more in that natural, maybe it's possibly it's a toxic relationship. Remember, relationships, work, job, career, personal, interpersonal, intimate, family, or home. So maybe it's more in that natural, and that's something else we need to release. Relinquish is actually giving it up, giving something up of your free will. It's not necessarily having it being taken from you as much as it is saying, no, I don't want this anymore. This is not my path anymore. And then, of course, request. Request is the wonderful part where it's like, now that we've gotten some space, now that we've cleared out, I like to liken it to my garage. Now that I've done some garage sales and I've, cleaned up my garage, now I have space to bring in. And that's when we ask for those things that will help us, will benefit us, will bring us to that better pathway. I'm always a little bit leery about being too specific with what I request, because sometimes what I request is so narrow that, I feel that sometimes I miss out on that bigger picture. So if you are worried about money, or if you do not have a job, one of the things many people will say, I want a job that gives me A, B, C, D, E, F, G, instead of saying, I want and I've done that. And you know what? I've gotten those jobs. And I realized I wasn't necessarily happy. So the other thing is to kind of make it a little broader, is to say, I would like something to fulfill my financial security. I'd like a little bit extra, sometimes a lot extra, so I can have a little fun, or to help others also. So sometimes putting that out, and then, you can just see what happens when you make it a little broader. Okay. Now, the other, so release, relinquish, and request. Now remember, this is also opposite Venus, so it's kind of like the two of them are looking at each other, the full moon. I never say to worship the full moon. That's not what I'm talking about. I look at the full moon as a divine creation, and it goes through its phases, and the moon, through its gravitational pull, or however you want to say it, the scientific reasons, it does affect us. Okay, so the full moon in Virgo with those Taurus, the Mars and Uranus trines, and then opposite Venus. So that Venus is, very loving, very caring. Now but Venus can be a little bit emotional. Venus can be a little bit of a jealous person too, or I should say jealous energy too, not a person, a jealous energy. So you gotta be careful with Venus in some ways. Venus went into Pisces on the 25th, but I've talked about that. So we have these two. This is why I said this would be a good weekend to revisit Valentine's Day, or what the concept of Valentine's Day is. This is a full moon that's very earthy, so it is very down to, getting down to business. It can be a bit of a perfectionist, so try not to be too micromanaging. It's getting you ready, getting busy. Now, it is also, it's like getting like fresh air coming through, spring cleaning. Now, I know for the people in the Southern Hemisphere, it might just be getting ready for your winter also. So, it's cleaning your house. It's just very freeing. I just feel very freeing. Ready for changes, preparation, high motivation and energies. And like I said, this is kind of like a revisiting of Valentine's Day, or what we believe, what we think of as Valentine's Day. So this would be a good time for that special celebration, the special date, whatever it is that, maybe you didn't get to do it, a couple of weeks ago. This would be a good time to revisit that. Okay. So that's what I'm going to tell you about. Now, the other thing about the full moon is this is when, you can do like 3 days before up to, and then 3 days after. So that's like a 6-day period. I myself like the day before, the day of, and then the day after. So since it's 26th in the morning, I would say then the 24th, 25th, 26th, I might go to the 27th too. I put things out that are very special to me. I make like my cards and such, but I'll put out, I actually have them on the windowsill that gets a good moonlight type of energy. But if I put it outside, I always make sure that I like double seal it with some baggies, okay? Because it does get a little damp and a little wet, and I don't want them to be, I don't want them to become mushy. Anyway, that's really what I want to tell you about with the full moon. It is an important time. There's a lot of celebrations. The 26th also has a lot of it's not necessarily that you receive, it is received, but it's not necessarily that everything is all perfect. But this has the energy to say we can be very, very positive. We can also triumph. We can also just get busy and get things done. And, again, it's that thing of it's taking back control, or taking of control. And it has, and a lot of my Tauruses have been feeling this already. And it's just stepping up to that plate. And there's a big determination with this energy. Okay? Whew. So I do feel that my earth signs will probably, be more, they will feel this quite strongly, but it's also too, please don't think that if you are the earth will kind of get down to business. The fire signs, this is going to fuel your passion. The water signs, I feel this is also, this is also gonna, it's like, just kind of feeling with my water signs, just get going, get going, get going. And then with my air signs, again, we are in an age of Aquarius. This is that thing. Put it out there, speak it out there. You can I kind of feel like with my air signs, you can speak, or even if with all of us, but you can speak it out. You can move mountains. Okay? Okay. Anyway, let's get started with the readings. Hi, my Geminis. So let's see what this weekend's going to be for you. There's a lot of earth energy here, but there's a lot of, it's again, that expect the unexpected is coming for you. Okay, that's that, Uranus and Taurus, expect the unexpected. But I do feel positive expectations. How's that? Positive expectations. So let's see what we have for my Geminis. That didn't quite pop out, but let's go on. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards are face down. The middle one is reversed. Here we go. Okay, here we go. First card is the King of Fire. Okay, King's underlying energy is air, which is your energy. Also Libra and Aquarius. It's very smarts. It's, the King of Fire, though, the King of Fire now, fire is our Leo, Sagittarius, our Aries, passionate, burning, determined. But between the air and the fire energy, the King of Fire brings street smarts. Very experienced, very knowledgeable, but I'm feeling very much street smarts, okay? Kind of like, knows the players, knows what's going on, knows pretty much everything that's going on. Kind of, now, whether the king, whether you be male or female, wants to actually get involved is a different thing, okay? But it's like the King of Fire sees all the players, sees everybody that's involved. It's, again, I keep getting street smarts, okay? And that's something that you don't necessarily, well, you learn it, you don't necessarily learn through, like books and such. You learn it by experience, and some people are more in tune with that, to learn that, than others. There are some people that have a little bit more of and I don't want to sound, have a little more innocence, or they're a little bit more naive. But this is, again, I am getting such strong street smarts. It doesn't mean that this is a bad person at all. It doesn't mean, it just means you see the reality of the situation and you know what needs to be done, and you're going to go and do this. And this is looking at bigger things than just, this is stepping back and looking at that bigger picture. So there's a lot of things that you might discover over the weekend. You've known about it, you've seen it, and now it comes to light. I don't know where we're even going with any of this, but it's kind of like, they whoever it is doesn't necessarily, it's not so much that there's a disappointment, but it's kind of like they fulfilled your expectations. How's that? Does that make sense? Oh my gosh. I just feel a lot of, like I said, street smarts, knows how to play the game, and knows when he or she is being played, and then the playing is only allowed when you want to allow it. Anyway, let's go on. I don't normally get that with the King of Fire, but motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, 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 communicate with with vision, and be a leader. I should read it down here. Advice from someone creative. Yeah, but this is, I've got to be, even the people that advise you. So this is really trusting your gut, my Geminis. Trust your gut. Trust that intuition. Because this is total, like I said, are you this is, how the game is being played. You know who the players are. But you want to win. You want to win with this also. Whew, this is really strong. Here we go. Next card, reversed. The 8 of Earth. 8 of Earth. Now, feels a little bit calmer, or a little bit more grounded. Now, 8's unlimited opportunities, infinite opportunities. Earth is our Virgo. It's our Taurus. It is our Capricorn energy. Very solid money energy. Something that you have built upon, or that you are building, okay? So with this, and with this, it's kind of like the sky, that the only thing that's limiting you is your own imagination or your own confidence level. Because this is going to be one of those times for you, my Geminis, that it's like the sky's the limit for you, okay? This is, so again, with this, there's a lot of just knowing here, and this is putting a lot of this talents into action, getting your stuff done, work in this. So it's kind of like opportunities opening up. and you will feel that you know which direction to go into. And some of the things that you have been working on, it basically starts to come to fruition. How's that? Okay. Skilled work is rewarded. Learning all there is to know about a topic. Going back to school. And your last card here, the Ace of Water. So between these two, okay, Aces is a 1, new beginning, new start. Water is our Pisces, Cancer, and it's also our Scorpio. It's fluid, it's emotional. So putting all of this together, using those street smarts, you haven't been sitting back idly. You have been applying, a lot of this. You have been actually doing the work. And now this is bringing about a totally new experience for you. So Ace of Water could be about a totally new, one of those relationships I talk about, work, job, career, personal, intimate, interpersonal, family, or home. But this is new start, new beginning in that emotional realm. In there, the water, there's a lot of cleansing action with this water too. Okay, so, so I don't know, has this been about one of those personal relationships? It could definitely be. Whatever this has been, it's going to actually be highly emotional or highly personal to you at least. Here we are. Falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. So again, whatever this is with the street smarts, I mean, this is just, I just feel I feel a lot of strength here for you too, my Geminis. I just feel you knowing what you know, standing in your powers, doing the things that you need to do. Again, you work hard for it. It's not like you don't work hard. You do work hard, and it brings about something quite lovely for you. Quite lovely. Here we go. Okay. Now, this is the 6 of Ariel. 6 of Ariel. 6 has the number of man, but that's okay. It's humanity. It's also working hard, okay? Ariel is our earth energy, and this is putting in the energy. This is getting back the rewards. You have done the work, but also some of the rewards are also coming to you, in a almost doubled. It's almost doubled in what returns to you, okay? More than what you even expected. Okay, so here we go. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. And again, so it's unexpected, but you've been doing the work, you've been playing, you've been playing the game or playing their game. There's one thing that I kind of feel like with this, you might be playing their game, but you're playing it by your own rules. Okay, my Geminis? And because you're playing it with your own rules, and I do feel that there's a lot of justice and there's a lot of integrity with how you play it, that's seen. That is seen with higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, divine. And now, this could be karmic, but now, like it says, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. So this is that time for you. Keep your eyes open this weekend also. Stay alert. Keep your eyes open for those opportunities or for the stuff that starts to come in from those opportunities. Now, so, again, I really get that energy that, you might know their game. You might be playing their game, but it's by your own rules. Okay? So let's see what crystal or energy might be helpful for my Geminis. Here we go. Aquamarine. Ooh, interesting. So, water healing, compassion, speaking your truth, compromise. I think that this is more about speaking your truth and being true to your own self. Again, it's playing by your own rule, playing their game by your own rules. Okay, so, my Geminis, interesting stuff. I get really with you. Anyway, please remember to like, share, subscribe. It does help, and I thank you. More importantly, my Geminis, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.